Oh, wow, Code Ninjas. This is Mr. Hicks. Let's do another HTML project on local images and subfolders. The original web pages back in the 80s and 90s had pretty much all text, and what made them cool was you can click on one word and go to another web page, and click on another web page or another link and go to another web page. These days, we hire graphic artists to make our web pages more interesting and attractive. So images are a big part of web pages. So I want to show you how to handle that. So in part one of this project, we're going to collect 6 images in 2 different categories and also make a custom title and then add them to our Replit website. Notice it says part 1. Part 2, then I'll show you how to resize those images and display them in a HTML table. Otherwise, your images are floating all over the place, and it's kind of a mess. So I thought I'd do that in a second video, part 2. Okay, let's take a look. Here is the lessons for this HTML unit, and we're going to look at lesson 7.05. And notice part 2, which I'll post in a couple days, will be the next part of this project. Okay, so let me open this. Okay, so basically here are type directions of what I'm going to cover in this video. So we're going to have an index web page, which is our home page, 2 subfolders to store our images, and a custom graphic. So you're going to collect 6 images, 3 in one category and 3 images in other categories. So you can do 3 like dog images and 3 cat images, or 3 NBA teams and 3 Major League Baseball teams, or 3 fast food stores and 3 different kinds of desserts. It really doesn't matter. You can do music, bands, and movies, whatever. But basically, the structure of our website will be: I'm going to have 3 images in my comics folder, 3 images in my Star Wars folder. Here's my home page, my web page, index.html, and then a custom title. I made that in PowerPoint. Okay, let me shrink this down and show you the images folder. I'm on a Mac, but you can also do this in Windows. Okay, so here is an image I found on Google Images from Star Wars. So here's one guy, here's another guy, and here's another guy. Okay, so, and then for my comics, I picked Batman, Spider-Man, and Superman. So again, you can pick 3 of any category and 3 of another category. Okay, here's a custom title I made, I think, last year in PowerPoint. You can make an image in Google Slides, PowerPoint. The pros often use a program called Photoshop, which you probably heard of, which has a lot of tools for experts. All right, I just want to have us practice making a custom title. So let's review that. I did that in the last project, but okay, here's a blank Google Slides. It opens like so. If you want it to be just a blank slide, I'm right-clicking slide 2 and apply layout, and I like to choose blank. Okay, and then you can insert oh, there it is, word art, and I'm going to type in super heroes and hit enter, and there it is, and that is cool. I can change the fill color, the line color, okay, maybe a font. Okay, so anything I like. So that's fine for now. And then before the video started, I searched the web for the Superman logo. So I'm going to copy this. I want to go to copy image for my title slide and paste, and there it is. Okay, and there, they're lined up nice. Okay, so that's going to be my custom title this year. All right, now if you're on Windows PC, you want to use El Snippo. let's see, the Mac has a program called Screenshot. Okay, and so it's just like El Snippo. If you're on a Chromebook, you should Google how to take a screenshot in Chrome. But there we go. And on the Mac, where do I want to save this? I'm going to save this to my desktop instead of, if you want to copy and paste it, you do clipboard, but I'm going to do my desktop and then say capture. Oh, wow. I just captured it. Okay, so let me check out my desktop before we start uploading to Replit. Okay, so there's my screenshot. I'm going to drag that into my images folder. And by the way, if you want to gather images, I mean, I'm sure you know this. Here, let me go Superman. And here's a bunch of images. Let's say I want this cartoon one. Don't do save link address, do save image as. So you want to save it. Avoid spaces in file names for web pages. So if it's, Superman flying, put an underscore in there or just one word. I could save it to my images and Superman 2. Okay, because I think I already have a Superman. Let me save it in there. And then let's take a look, see if he's in there. Yep, I now have the second Superman. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and move him to the trash or delete him because I just want to remind you how to save some images to a folder. Okay, so now I have this folder with 7 different things. You might want to, like this is right now called Screenshot. Let me right click and rename it. I'm going to call it title2.png. Well, it's a PNG file, as we'll see. Notice under this, it says a PNG. That's going to be important. So I'm just going to call it title2, and you'll see when I upload it into Replit, it would be title2.png. I already had a title from last year. Okay, let's take a look at all these. Okay, notice these have the PNG. So let me just rename it .png. Okay, the one you collect might be a JPEG. So you got to keep an eye on that because that makes a difference when you link to them. Okay, so I have my 6 characters and then a title or 2. I'm only going to use this title this year. Here's the one from last year. Oh, wow, this one's better. And look, I made that in just a couple minutes. Alrighty. Let's go to Replit. Okay, in the lesson, here's this blank template. Okay, so it's loading. Notice there is an index web page. You will fork it right here. I need to fork my own project because I don't want to mess up my template. Okay, so I'm going to rename it CSP project 7.05. Organize images. Anything along those lines, okay? So there we go. All right. Let's see, CSP project 7.05. Okay, the main thing is I want to upload all my stuff. So here's my file list. Right now I just have this one web page. Let's upload a file. And I'm going to go to my desktop in that images folder. And I'm going to get my title 2. So my title 2 is there. Okay, this is called this top level of your website. What I put here, it's called the root level or the root directory. Okay, and then any folders you have below that are called subfolders. So for my project, I'm going to add a folder called Star Wars. Notice I'm not using any spaces. That's it's very helpful when you're doing web pages. And then I'm going to add a folder called comics. Okay, notice this is since I was clicked on Star Wars. Notice my website now has 3 levels. I have the top level, which has the index and the title. Then I have Star Wars on level 1, and then comics in level 2. So I actually want comics on the same level. So I'm going to drag that on top of index. And now there we go. So I have, this is basically what I want. I have my comics, I have my Star Wars folder, and I have my title, which is on the same level of the index page. Okay, so now let's add some files, upload a file. Okay, I want to add Anakin Skywalker. I want to add Batman. I want to add, who's next? Obi-Wan Kenobi, Jedi Master. May the 4th be with you. Oops, I don't want to do that. I want to upload a file. Let's see, Spider-Man. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I need 2 more characters along with my title. Upload a file. Superman, the original one. And oops, why do I keep clicking the pencil for crying out loud? Upload a file. And Yoda, do or do not. There is no try. All right, so there we go. Okay, notice websites can get a little messy with a lot of stuff everywhere. So guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to drag these images to their respective folders. So see Anakin, he's going in Star Wars. Notice he's indented a little bit. Obi-Wan, Star Wars. And Yoda. Okay, so notice a good check is if I click the Star Wars arrow, it is organized. For comics, Batman, drag and drop. Spider-Man, drag and drop. And Superman, drag and drop. Okay, and then it's good to close both of these. This is basically what you want, kids, is to have your 6 images, 3 in comics and 3 in Star Wars. And again, you can take a look. So there's my 3 and 3. And notice my file names don't have any spaces. By the way, if you have something with really long, you can right-click on, click on the 3 dots and rename it. So I'll just call this Skywalker PNG because you might have noticed when I took my screenshot, it had this really long file name. Or you download something from the web, it's nuts. So now it's Skywalker. I'm going to rename it Anakin just to match my my code. Okay. Now, if I run my page over here, it says my HTML project because that's my title. Okay. In the tab, the browser tab, I'm going to type my superheroes. Okay, and run that. Notice on the web page in the body, it still says my HTML project. Where's my superheroes? Reminder, when you open this in browser, it's up here at the top, my superheroes. Okay, so now instead of a paragraph for this, let's do an image. So let's do the image tag, img. Now we need a source, SRC for short, and quotes. Okay, I like to kind of do that is close the tag first. And then I want to put the address for this image. Now, these I don't put a big long web page because a web URL address because they're downloaded. So I'm going to give we call this a relative address. It's within my own website. So I'm going to link to this title2.png. Okay. And the alternate text. Superheroes title, maybe. Okay, so let's run this and see what happens. Okay, notice when I do my web page, I have a broken link. Why is that? Well, I need to remember I called it Title 2. Title 1 was, or just Title was my one from last year. So let's run this. Oh, wow, that is huge. Let's look at it here. Okay, that's ginormous. In part 2, I'm going to resize this, but for now, let's just display them all. Okay, let me go to the lesson. Okay, so I collected all my stuff. Yippee. Okay, so now when I take a look at this, when I display the other images, I need to put the folder. This is called a relative address. So this is, hey, look in the Star Wars folder and get Yoda. And I'm going to do, hey, look in the comics folder, get Batman. So basically, in the body, this is the kind of thing I want to do. Okay, so let me do my image source. And then my alternate close. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to copy that. I'm kind of setting the table. I'm going to paste 3 of those and 3 of those. Okay, so let's see. Let's start with comics. Okay, I'm going to do batman.png. Here's what I found in the past. Spelling counts. So here's my superhero. Let me make it big. Okay, notice way over here, Batman is a broken link because, let's look, a couple reasons. Over here it says lowercase png, but I forgot it's in the comics folder. So let me do comics and then / So let's see if that works. And make it big. Okay, it's still broken. Okay, here's what I found over the years. Kids download images from the web, and it's lowercase png, and they type capital PNG or vice versa. So everything has to match perfectly. So let's give it one more try. Oh, wow, I think he popped up. Okay, so there he is, ginormous Batman. Okay, so notice our page is huge. We're going to be resizing in part 2 of the video. Okay, so let me get comics Spider-Man. So I'm going to learn, oops, that is the alt. Okay, so Spider-Man is actually spelled like that in real life, but the image is spiderman.png. Okay, so let me run this. And oops, Spider-Man is broken. Let's see, anyone catch what the problem was? Spiderman.png. Oh, I forgot comics, for God's sakes. Wow. And I don't know how to spell comics. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Oh, wow, there he is. Okay. And then, okay, let me get that right. Comics, how I spell it over there, Superman.png. And the alternate text in case it's broken or people can't load images. You know, let's say the internet's slow, it might run it. It kind of refreshes it. And, oh, wow, there they are. Okay, so notice if I'm going to shrink this window a little bit. Okay, so now notice they're all over the place. In the next video, we're going to like resize them all and organize them. And there we go. Okay, So in here, basically, I'm going to let you do the next part. For the other guys, let's look at my other folder. I want to do Anakin.png. Do Anakin Skywalker. For you non-geeks, that's Darth Vader before he turned to the dark side. Okay, anyone see a problem there? I do, but let's run it. Okay, open in browser. There we go. Okay, way over here on the right, Anakin Skywalker. See on the bottom is a broken link. Anyone know why? You catch that? Oh, I need to put comics in front, huh? There we go. That one should work. Someone say, but wait, Mr. Hicks. Still broken. Anyone know why? It's not the comics folder, for crying out loud. It's the Star Wars folder. Oh, wow. Yay, there he is. Okay, so anyway, do these last couple links for yours, and that is part one of the project. Okay, in review, you're going to have the given index page, which comes with Replit, a custom title that you made somehow. If you don't have access to like the snipping thing, you can go to like Google Images and do Superman title. Anyway, wow, those are nice. So I could have used that for my title instead of my own crazy thing. But anyway, these aren't all Superman. So yeah, so basically you need a title, which you're going to put on the root level, the top level, along with your index page. And then you're going to go up to your add folder, add 2 folders. This could be dogs and cats or Major League Baseball and NBA. And then in each folder, you're going to have 3 images that are named nice and clean. So if you have some ginormous image name, make it real short. Okay, I could have even called this A.png, O.png, and Y.png. It really doesn't matter. In fact, it makes the linking easier. If you have some ginormous file name with spaces, that's not good. Okay, so again, an index page, a title graphic, and then 2 subfolders with 3 images each. So that is part 1 of project 7.05. In the next part, in part 2, we're going to organize them with tables and resize and do some nice stuff. All right, this is Mr. Hicks signing off. Great to see you again. Oh, wait, I can't see you. But anyway, oh, wow. Hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.